running. There is blood, gore, intense violence, nudity. Just want to make sure my audio is okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. Today we got a 750 point battle report between Codex updated Space Marines, Iron Hands,
and Mephrit Necrons.
I want to state right now, my Primus Marines and whatnot are in the process of being painted and whatnot, so there'll still be a lot of subbing for my list, but we shall see in the future what it looks like for real. Other than that, we will get to our armies and get to the game, so we shall see you in a bit. Woo.
Alright, so here's going to be my list for this 750 points game. I'm going to be bringing along Necron Mephrits in a battalion detachment. Starting with my HQs, with my Warlord specifically, it's going to be an Overlord carrying a Staff of Light. And his Warlord trait is going to be Thrall of the Silent King. Next up is going to be a Cryptek, carrying along with him a Staff of Light and a Chronometron to give those nice juicy 5-ups. After that, on to troops, where I've got two identical groups of Necron Immortals with Gauss Blasters. Both are going to be groups of 5. After that, I've got a single group of 10 Necron Warriors, all with their standard Gauss Flares. Next on to Elites, I've got a Treyarch Stalker with his twin heavy Gauss Cannon. That's the one. And then after that, I'm bringing one Flyer, a Doom Scythe with his standard Death Ray and 2 Tesla Destructors. And lastly, as points fill, I mean fast attack, I've got a single group of 3 Canoptic Scarabs. And that's my army.
Okay folks, this is going to be my 749 points battalion detachment of Iron Hands. Let's start off with my HQs. For my Warlord, I'm going to have a Chapter Master in Gravis Armor, so I'm spending 2 command points to upgrade him with that. He's going to have the Imperium Blade, the Imperium Champion Warlord trait, and it just gives him some extra melee bonuses. And he will have the Relic, the Burning Blade. For my second HQ choice, I'm going to have a Lieutenant with a Master-Crafted Bolt Gun, which is going to be upgraded through the Relic system to the Primarch's Wrath. So I'm spending 1 more command point on that, giving him some better ranged options. Moving on to my troop choices, I've got 3 Intercessor squads, Intercessor squads, 2 of which are 6-man teams. The other one is a 5-man team. All squads are running auto bolt rifles as their weapon, and all of them have an auxiliary grenade launcher because I just had some points to fill and now they actually cost 1 point again. Moving on to my elite choices, I've got myself a Primus Apothecary running his standard kit, which is all free, so yay for all of his pistols and grenades. And I also have a Dreadnought as an elite choice, running a twin autocannon and a twin las cannon, a Dreadnought close combat weapon, and a Stormbolter. And for my final unit, I've got a heavy support choice of a Stalker with its weapon, standard weapon, and a Stormbolter. And that is 749 points of Iron Hand Battalion. Okay folks, here we are deployed for our Tactical Gambit from the Maelstrom section of the 2017 Chapter Approved book. And we are going to be using the Search and Destroy deployment type. In this particular game mode, there are 6 objectives scattered around the board, as with most standard Maelstroms. But this one has a little bit different. Every player draws up to 4 tactical objectives, but before they do, they declare how many they'll think they will secure before the start of their next turn. If they are correct or do better, they will gain those extra guessed numbers as victory points. If they fail, the guessed number goes to the opponent as victory points. So you can gain up to 4 extra victory points if you think you're going to get all 4 of your tactical objectives. Other than that, Mike finished deploying first, so he's going to get the +1 to the roll-off. There's First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker still in effect. Let us begin. Roll-off. You got it with the +1.
+1.
Do you want to go first?
I would like to go first. Would you like to attempt to seize?
I will. All right.
Damn it. All right, well.
I don't know if I actually really wanted to go first, but...
Space Marine turn 1.
Yep. All right, turn 1 for the Iron Hands. Before I get going, I need to generate my tactical objectives, but before I do that, I need to do my gambit. I'm going to say I want to get 2 objectives done this turn. Start off, no mercy, no respite. Score 1 victory if at least 1 enemy unit was destroyed and or fails a morale test this turn. Score D3 victory points if you do this to 3 or more units. Okay.
Fair enough.
Not that terrible. Alright, and then hold the line. Score 1 victory point if there's no enemy models in your deployment zone by the end of your turn. And at least 3 of my units are still within my deployment zone. That kind of is not great for me, but I can do it. Because I wanted to kind of move up the board. But I can easily do it. Alright, secure objective 4. Over there.
It's right there.
And lastly, for the Emperor. Score 1 victory point of at least 1 infantry, the Adeptus Astartes infantry or Adeptus Astartes biker unit finishes a charge move this turn. That's probably not happening this turn. But I might give it a go. Okay, so I have a decent chance at it. It's spread me out more than I want, but we shall see. Alright, turn 1 movement for the Iron Hands. A good chunk of my army advanced. All the Intercessor squads advanced. The characters advanced. Didn't quite get far enough with any of my rolls to get within 3 inches of Objective 4, missing it by like 2 or 3 inches on a couple of the rolls. So pressed forward with most of them. The squad of 5 moved that way. The other squad moved up, taking this barricade. Stayed still with my Dreadnought. We double-checked to make sure we have line of sight of each other by just a sliver, basically.
Oh, yeah, just through that window.
And since I need to keep hold the line, my Dreadnought decided not to move. And then moved my Stalker to get a line of sight through the windows up onto Mike's Flyer. And because I need to get it into the fight, I was really hoping for turn 1 for Mike to kind of fly in close so he could just shoot away at it.
Yep.
But since I have turn 1, I'm going to try to get some damage onto it. See what happens. So that's it for my movement. Onto shooting. There isn't terrible much of shooting because most things can't see. So we're going to start off with this Intercessor squad that advanced with their auto-bolt rifles shooting into the warriors. See if I can't do enough damage to maybe make them flee or fail a morale by 1 or whatever. So there are 4 that have line of sight. So that's going to be 12 shots with their auto-bolt rifles, hitting on 4s because they did advance. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. They are too far away from my Warlord to get the rerolls. And then wounding on 4s. Yeah, only 2. Only 2. Bad rolls.
AP?
No, none.
Alright, so that's going to be 2 4-ups. Which 2 go down.
Okay. It's no real loss. We'll go get them back, so...
Yeah, okay, it was a 5-up invul, not a 5-up Feel No Pain. Alright,
Yeah.
from the Cryptek.
Okay, this is probably not going to do anything, but my Dreadnought's going to fire his twin las cannon into the... You know what? I'm going to fire it into the Flyer, because you got quantum shielding and the other one doesn't.
Fair enough.
So 2 shots going into the Flyer, hitting on 4s because of the hard to hit. 1 hit, 1 miss, within range of my Warlord for the rerolls. Both successfully hit. Strength 9 versus tough of 6, so 3s to wound. Both wound. EP minus 4 on a las cannon.
So that's a 7.
So only AP minus 3, so 6-up saves.
So, 2 6-ups. Nope. How much damage?
1d6 each, so 2d6 damage. For 7. I have 3 command points left at the moment, so let's go ahead and... Oh, it's still 7. Waste of a command point.
You could have popped it in 1 shot.
Yes.
That was close.
Okay. Speaking of which, I'm going to go on to my Stalker.
which I'm going to spend one more command point on Sky Hunter on it, which gives me +1 to hit and +1 to wound. He did move, so he's going to be normally hitting on 2 because he's targeting something with fly, because I am shooting at the Doomsday Scythe. But -1 because he's hard to hit, -1 because I moved. So up to a 4, +1 to hit because of the thing I just did. So I'm hitting on 3s.
Math.
6 shots from his Icarus Storms, hitting on 3s. Not great. And then wounding on 2s. Normally wounding on 3s, but +1. 4. 3 wounds, and I remembered why it's AP -4, because I am currently in Devastator Doctrine. All my heavy weapons get AP -1 increase.
Ah, so it should have been AP -4.
It didn't matter, but
No.
this is AP -2
Okay. So,
as a result.
3 5-ups then. The 5-ups, they fail me.
Yep, and it does 2 damage a pop.
Okay, well,
I think I get the Doomsday Scythe.
you get the Doomsday Scythe.
By the way, I'm down to 1 command point.
Damn it!
Woohoo!
So there's your,
Kill something.
there's your kill something.
Does it explode? Because it might damage the Stalker.
Yep, does it explode? No.
Alright, with the successful taking down of Mike's Doomsday Scythe, or
Doom Scythe.
Doomsday Scythe, the Doomsday Arc.
Flying Croissant.
Whatever. That is going to be the end of turn 1 for the Iron Hands, with some lucky rolls right there for the takedown. I do succeed in getting 2 objectives done, getting No Mercy for successfully destroying a unit, and hold the line because I still have 3 units in my deployment zone.
So that is 4 points to Tom.
Yep.
On to my turn 1. Alright, so turn 1 for Necrons. Before I start pulling cards, I have to make my bet, which I'm also going to be betting 2. It's the relative medium. I still want to make points safe bet. So let's find out what I get. First off is going to be secure objective 1, which is unlikely.
No.
So that's not starting off great. Second one is master the warp. Okay. Secure 1 victor point if you manifested or didn't. No.
Is Master the Warp honestly in the Necron deck?
What?
I didn't realize that was in the Necron deck.
What? What? Score 1 victory point if you manifested or denied a psychic power during this turn.
You do have the option to take things that allow you to deny.
But I haven't,
So-
so I will never be able to do this. That one goes off to the wayside.
I'm surprised that's in the Necron
What?
deck.
And it's 56, so it's not even one of the like special Necron ones.
No, that's just the standard one they kept in the cycle. That's the first time you've drawn it.
That's okay. Well, moving on. Defend objective 6, which is right there.
Oh, not doing good so far.
No, I think you're going to get 2 points. Slaughter the living.
I think just kill
Score 1
something.
victory point if at least 1 enemy unit was completely destroyed during this turn. Fair enough. And then lastly, secure objective 6. All right, you're getting 2 points.
Ouch.
That's... Ow! How many can I get rid of at the end of my turn?
1. You can get 1.
Oh, okay, good. Well...
I'd get rid of, like, defend 6, because secure 1's possible if you just play this way.
Alright, well, I'm going to go with
Ouch.
onto my movement phase. Alright, so Necron's turn 1. Starting off everything with reanimations, and my will be done. I'm going to give my will be done to that group, but reanimations first. So, I'm rolling 2 dice on 4 ups. Because of the Cryptek, I get 2 Necrons back. So, both come back. Woo! Come back here. Alright, so Necron turn 1 movement. I guess I'll start all the way from this corner. I moved and advanced the poorly placed Immortals forward, getting a 6, so a total of 11 inches. Didn't move the Treyarch Stalker. Had the Canoptic Scarabs move and advance. And then I'm spending 1 command point on adaptive subroutines to basically have them be able to charge later in the turn. No, not immortal. The Overlord just kind of shuffled forward, getting into cover, and the Immortals group moved up into the tower using their standard move, or the rubble. And then lastly, all the way over there, I used the Nightmare Shroud on the crypt deck to teleport him and the group of newly full Necron warriors into the back line to better shoot this group and hopefully at least get me one command point this turn. Victory point, that's the one. Thank you, Tom. So with that out of the way, on to shooting. Alright, so starting off shooting with the Treyarch Stalker, firing into that group of intercessors.
Yep.
So he's got 2 shots hitting on 3s for 1 hit, 1 miss. And then that's going to be wounding on 2s because strength 9. Wounds. So AP minus 4.
+1 for being in cover, so a 6-up save. No. How much damage?
D6. 2.
2 6-up, feel no pains because of Iron Hands. Made 1, failed 1.
So
1 takes 1 wound.
Oh my. Alright. Well, with him out of the way, I think I'm going to move next on to the group of warriors in the back. Alright, so next up is going to be this group of, not immortals, Necron warriors, with which I'm going to spend 1 command point on Talent for Annihilation, which is on unmodified rolls of a 6, I get to roll another hit. So similar to Daka Daka Daka. Alright, so I've got 20 shots going in, hitting on, it's them, so 3s because I gave them Pharaoh's Will.
It's 2s then. They're usually hitting on 3s.
They're usually hitting on 3s, they're hitting on 2s. There we go.
Yeah, they're not guardsmen.
They're not guardsmen. Alright, so 20 shots, hitting on 2s, 6s matter. And re-rolling 1s. So I got 2 6s, and then the rest hit. Oh, no, 1 reroll of a 1, 2 rerolls of a 1, there we go. Which got me 2 more 6s, and then everything else hit.
Owie!
So 4 extra possible shots for 24 shots. That's hit. Good. Starting with the wound rolls, I'm just going to roll the 20 in my hand and then 4 extra, and these will be wounding on 4s. For 8, 9, and 10. And then I'll grab these 4 for 3 more.
So 13 in total.
Yep.
Okay, with the AP minus 2 because of the Mephrit bonuses, that's going to be 5-up saves. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saved, and then 6-up feel no pain because Iron Hands. Saving 2 more, so down goes 1, 2, 3, and a half of another one. So 3.5.
Not bad. Alright, so next up, and lastly in the shooting phase, is going to be the Immortals up in the 2nd floor of this building. There's 1 more on the 1st floor, but he's out of line of sight to shoot at this group here. So he's just going to throw 1 shot at the Dreadnought, just cuz.
Okay.
So starting with the 4 going into the Intercessors, they'll be hitting on 3s for all 4 hits, and then wounding on, I believe, 4s?
3s.
3s.
5.
Oh yes, wounding on 3s for these.
For 3.
For 3.
AP minus 2 on those guns. I do have cover, so 4-up saves. Which I make all of them.
Oh well. And then lastly, I'm going to fire 1 shot at the Dreadnought. So, 1 shot hitting on a 3. Hits. Wounding on his toughness.
8.
Alright, so
7 or 8. Doesn't matter, it'll be a 5 either way.
Wounding on a 5. Nothing. Alright, so charges to declare. I'm going to be making a charge with the Scarabs going into the Intercessor group. And that's all the charges I'm making this turn.
Alright. Overwatch, Iron Hands Chapter Tactic Update means I'm going to be hitting on 5s on Overwatch. So, total of 9 shots coming out of their auto bolt rifles.
I would like to point out that I forgot about that.
That's okay. I hit twice.
You did.
And wounding on 3s. Only 1 wound, so no matter what.
Does it do AP?
No.
Okay.
I don't
so
have any AP at the moment.
1 6 up? No.
So 1 damage.
Okay. And then my charge in, it looks like about a 4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that. A 5.
A 5.
Should probably get you within 1 inch.
Let's measure that, and I might spend a command point.
Yeah.
Alright, so charged in and then piled in, getting as you see here. Then I'm going to be spending 1 command point on self-destruction, choosing that little group on that unit, obviously. And what that does is I blow that little token up, and on a with a D6 on a 2 up, that unit takes D3 mortal wounds.
Yes, my unit, not Mike's unit,
Yeah.
in case there's any confusion.
Yes. So on 2 up, that's a 6.
Alright.
Got it.
D3.
And D3 for 2. So I kill at least one and then move the wound over.
Hold on. I have 6 up, feel no pains.
Ah, damn it! I forgot about that.
6 up, feel no pains! No, I didn't make either.
Okay, good. So,
So-
just gonna move this over
Yeah.
1 and take him.
Yep.
Cool. And I'll pop him away and do my 8 attacks in. All right, with that out of the way, on to the actual melee portion of this melee. So I'll be hitting on 4s with 8 attacks for all but 2. Nope, sorry, all but 3. So 5 hits, and then wounding on 5s for not a 1.
Sad face.
That is not even worth spending a command point on.
No.
That's sad. That is very sad. So your attack's back.
Yeah. Alright, my intercessors strike back with 8 attacks. Glorious intercessors. Hitting on 3s. 1 miss. And wounding on 3s, because strength 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good wounding.
And I'm assuming no AP.
No AP.
So that's going to be 4 6-ups. Would you look at that? 1 dies and 1 has 2 wounds.
Yeah. Alright. 2 wounds on it, because 1 got injured in... No, you blew up the one that got injured in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. That being done, that's the end of Mike's turn. Need to do a morale here. Leadership 8, 4 casualties in the unit, so leadership down to 4. And we shall know no fear. We're fine.
Okay. Darn, almost made it as get rid of a unit.
Yeah, one would have fled.
Almost. Alright, well, that is the end of my turn.
You want to discard defend objective 6?
I want to discard defend objective 6. Absolutely. And at the end of my turn, I get 0 victory points. Tom gets 2, making it 0 to 9.
7. I have 5.
Oh, yeah, 5. So 0 to 7, which is not looking great for me.
Ooh.
So on to Tom's turn 2.
Alright, going into turn 2 for the Iron Hands, I'm going to only gamble 1 and focus kind of on eliminating units more than my objectives for this turn. So let us see what my 2 extra ones. Scour the Skies. Score 1 victory point if at least 1 unit that can fly was destroyed during your turn.
Well, that...
Did apply. You did have a fly unit in your army.
It did apply. That has fly.
Yay! Okay, I can still get it. Assassinate. Kill a character.
Which is...
Right there, or the one all the way over there. Huh.
Why are you believing in the heart of the card so darn much?
Alright, turn 2 for the Iron Hands movement. Move the 1 squad of intercessors, or veteran intercessors, into there. My other squad and the captain and chapter master and lieutenant move through the door of the building, getting ready to get in a charge and get some shots into the Stalker over there. Over here, advanced the Apothecary to make sure he's in range to just start doing some healing over here. Fell back out of combat just so I could do the healing. He was out of range otherwise. And move the Dreadnought. I would move him slightly further, but he would have to get within 1 inch. And if I don't get within 1 inch, he's in the crater then. So I just want to make sure he can't possibly fail the charge.
Yeah. And then
I move the Stalker up. It's going to do something.
not sure what yet.
Oh, because he's -1 hit because you're not fly. He's got -1 to hit because he moved and has a heavy weapon. So his weapon isn't going to do that much.
No.
Speaking of weapons and doing that much, I am
shoot that.
I'm switching from Devastator Doctrine to Tactical Doctrine because it's now the turn that I can do that.
Sweet.
So all of my rapid fire and assault weapons gain AP -1.
Okay. Fun stuff.
Alright, with that being done, Apothecary heals this unit. Since there is a model with wound missing, he automatically restores D3 wounds to it. If there were no models in that unit that had wounds missing, on a 4-up he could bring back a model.
Oh.
If he failed, he can't do anything for the rest of his turn. Alright, other than that, on to the shooting part. I'm going to go ahead and start with the 5-man Intercessor squad in the back there, firing their shots into the Stalker.
And I'm going to pop the, I think, 1 command point stratagem, Quantum Deflection, just so I can get my Quantum Shielding on 1s.
Yes, giving you option basically of feel no pain in reverse direction.
Yes.
Alright, so they're shooting. They got a total of 15 shots, hitting on 3s. 6 misses. And then wounding on 5s. Only 2. Only 2 with AP -1.
Alright, so it's going to be starting out 2 4-ups. Should make 1 failed one, and only do 1 damage.
Only do 1 damage.
So, 1. No.
Okay, and then my next squad of Intercessors are going to do the same thing, except they're in range for all of my buffs from the Chapter Master and the Lieutenant. So, and they also have one more Intercessor, so 18 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling all to hit. 7 misses, but these get to reroll for only 2 misses. And still wounding on 5s, but rerolling 1s to wound. 5 wounds so far, and 4 1s. With 2 more. So 7 wounds.
7 4-ups.
Looks like 5 going through.
Alright, so made 2 and failed 5. So that's going to be 5, hopefully 1s from Quantum Shielding.
Got 2.
Yeah, got 2. So he's taking 4 damage.
2 shots from the Lieutenant. 2 shots from the Lieutenant. Going into the Stalker, hitting on 3s, rerolling to hit. Rerolling to hit. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Wounds. EP -2.
Ooh.
Actually, yes, 2.
Okay. So that's going to be 1 5-up. No.
And he does 2 damage, because it is the Primarch's Wrath.
So 2 or lower. Got it.
Fair enough.
Who else?
The captain's out of... Or, sorry, keep saying captain. Chapter Master, because I spent the points for him, is out of range. So I'm going to go on to my vehicles in the back line there. Start with my Dreadnought. He's going to go ahead and fire all his shots into the warriors there. Starting off with his twin las cannon, hitting on 4s because he did move. Yeah, double miss. And then 4 shots from his Storm Bolter, because he's a Dreadnought, and the Bolter Discipline rule means he gets to rapid fire at max range. Hitting on 3s, for 3 hits, wounding on 4s, for 2 wounds with AP -1, because it is a Bolter weapon.
Alright, so that's going to be 2 5-ups for neither. So that's 2 go down.
Alright, moving on to my Stalker. That's going to go ahead and dedicate all the shots into the warrior. Let's start off with the Storm Bolter that is in rapid fire range.
Alright.
4 shots, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, and wounding on 4s. 2. with, once again, AP -1 because of the...
Yep, so 2 5-ups. Made one, failed one.
Alright. And then 6 shots from its Icarus Storm. It's going to be hitting on 5s because it did move. It is a heavy weapon, and you don't have the fly keyword.
Nope.
Ooh, I will take 3 hits, though. Wounding on 3s, strength 7 versus 4. Meh, 1. AP -1.
1 5-up. Made it.
Yeah, super effective. Okay, I think that's it for shooting. Charges to declare. Dreadnought charges the Scarabs.
They don't get an Overwatch,
I can't fail the charge.
so
That auto passes, and I'm not going to go crazy with movement. Alright, now for the more important one, my Intercessor squad here declares a charge onto the Immortals in front of them.
because there's one dude on the first layer.
Yep.
Alright, so for Overwatch for my Immortals, I've got 10 shots, hitting on 6s. For congratulations, Tom, not a single one.
Yay!
That was a lot of ones.
Charge distance! 7. It's like a 6-inch charge.
Yep.
Okay, with their 7-inch ending up like so, I'm going to attempt to get my Lieutenant and Chapter Master in, starting with Lieutenant. He'd like an 8 or something. I got a 7. Let's see if that is enough, or do I have to re-roll the 2? Okay, 7 is not enough to make it. I am like an inch short, so I'll spend my very last command point to get the 1 inch.
Perfection.
And lastly, the Chapter Master going for a long ball probably need like a 10 or better. I got a 5.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
And there's everyone in.
Alright, so after the charges and pile in with my Intercessor squad, I'm going to start with them actually fighting. All of their attacks. 3 attacks for each of the regular dudes, 5 for the Sergeant. Quite a lot.
Yes.
22 attacks, hitting on 3s. 5 misses. And wounding on 4s. 7 wounds, with Lieutenant being nearby, allowing to reroll 1s to wound. For another 2. Total of 9 wounds.
Alright, so that's going to be 9, come back here, 9 3-ups. For failed 4.
Yep.
That's most everyone down.
Okay, next I activated my Lieutenant. He piled in, did not get within 1 inch with his pile in, so used his Consolidate to get within 1. So if you want to put your 1 attack into my Lieutenant, you can. Otherwise, he's going to be right there, and we're going to move on to the Dreadnought.
I will, in fact, throw one wild haymaker.
Well, technically the Dreadnought would go next because he's a Charger unit. But
You are correct.
It doesn't matter because not that combat away.
Let's do that one first.
Okay. Dreadnought has 4 attacks. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Strength 8 or better, so wounding on 2s. Got it.
Yeah.
AP minus
It doesn't
3
matter.
and 3 damage.
Yep, he's dead. So my one wild haymaker,
Yep.
yeah, going at your lieutenant, hitting on 3s. He didn't hit. So,
Strength 12, by the way.
oh,
For the Dreadnought.
oh. I think that's 3 times his toughness.
Yeah.
Alright, so, what objectives did you get this turn?
Well, I scoured the skies by punching it. I secured objective 4, and I successfully charged with an infantry unit.
Oh my god. How many points do you have now?
10, because I was at 7 and I gained 3 plus 1. I'm at 11.
Okay. And I have 0. Nil. Nothing. Alright, well, on to my turn 2. All right, so turn 2 Necrons. First, I got to make my bet. I'm taking the more than safe bet of 1. I hope to dear God to actually get 1 objective this turn.
I mean, it is a bet still, considering 2 out of your 3 objectives are impossible for you to get.
Absolutely. So let's find out what other negative wisdom I get. Oh, good. Supremacy. Score D3 victory points if you control any 3 objective markers at the end of your turn. So
Fall back onto...
One's over there, one's over there, one's over there, one's over there. It's not happening.
Not really.
It's a solid not happening. So, on to reanimations. Alright, so starting off my turn with reanimations over here. I will not be doing reanimations for the immortal in the building, as the enemy is way too close for anything to actually get up. So I'll be doing 3 4-ups for the warriors. 4, all 3 come back.
That's good.
That's good. Alright, so movement for Necrons turn 2. I'm advanced a bunch of stuff. So moved and advanced the immortals back to hold objective 5. Treyarch Stalker didn't move. Had the immortal kind of duck out the window over there. My Overlord did My Will Be Done upon himself and just kind of launched over there to secure objective 3. The Necron Warriors and the Cryptek both moved and advanced 5 extra inches to get objective 1 and secure it. And then that's it. For movement-wise, the only 2 things I think in my army that can shoot now are the Cryptek and the Treyarch Stalker. I'll have to do measuring for the Immortal, but I think he's out of 12 inches of anything.
Overlord.
Thank you.
And yeah, he's going to be outside of 12. At least anything that you could see.
So I'll start off by shooting with the Treyarch Stalker at the 2 remaining intercessors.
No, leave my intercessors alone.
The intercessors. I'll hopefully get them. So hitting on 3s for 1 hit. I'm going to call that cocked.
Yeah, it's cocked.
Get back there. 2 hits. And then wounding on 2s. Yes. That's
6-up saves because of the
yeah.
venom.
Can I GG now? Is that just... That's amazing.
So upon getting this actually really sweet roll, which absolutely ruined my... I went back and double-checked the chapter to approve 2018's specific wording for ruins. And because that is an infiltrate unit that is not inside of the ruins or on the ruins, they do not gain cover. They are 50% obscured, like every other unit would gain the bonus from, but because they are infiltrate, they do not. So both of those do go through.
Yes. So 2d6 damage that you're then going to do your Apothecary saves on. So 1 gets 6, so a total of 9.
Alright. 3, I'll do the one that has 3 first. 6-up Feel No Pain, dead, and then the other one's like super dead. 6-up Feel No Pain. Yeah, super dead.
Okay.
So
I did manage to end a unit this turn.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't believe you rolled 2 6s.
I was going to start getting dudes back, too.
Oh, my.
On a 4, I'm going to start getting dudes back.
Oh, absolutely. All right, then on to the Cryptek. All right, and lastly in the shooting phase is going to be the Cryptek firing into the Dreadnought with 3 shots, hitting on 4s because he advanced and is firing an assault weapon. For 2 hits, and then wounding on 5s. For 1 possible wound, AP minus 3 as Mephrit.
6-up armor? Nope. 6-up Feel No Pain because of Iron Hands. Nope. Take 1.
Oh, got him. Boop. Alright, and then, yeah, that's it for Necrons. I'm not charging anything. On my turn, I killed a unit, got objective, or not objective secured, but supremacy, and secured objective 1.
Mm-hmm. So you roll your D3 for supremacy.
Yep. And I got a 1. And I can't spend a command point on that, so
That's a shame.
that is a crying shame right there. So on to Tom's turn 3. On a quick side note, I am discarding secure objective 6.
Alright, going into turn 3 for the Iron Hands. I need to draw 3 new objectives, so I'm going to go ahead and gamble. Well, let's do 2. Domination. Oh boy. Domination. Okay. Lightning Strike. Score 1 victory point if at least one enemy unit that was entirely within your opponent's deployment zone at the start of the turn was destroyed by an guy with 1 wound and 1 model.
Goodbye, immortal.
Alright, and then my last one. Death from Above. Score 1 victory point if at least one enemy unit was destroyed in your turn, and the last model in the enemy unit was destroyed as a result of an attack made by an Astartes unit that has the fly keyword or arrived as reinforcements during that turn. Nothing in my army had fly or was arriving as reinforcements at all in my army.
So that one is thrown away.
Alright, and then Area Denial. Have no enemies within 6 inches of the middle, or if there's no enemies within 12, I score D3.
Well, I think you're gonna get
The
it.
middle's like here.
I think the middle is like right here.
Yeah, it's somewhere like right around here.
But either way, I wonder if I'm actually starting outside of 12, and you'll be able to kill me anyway.
This is the only one that might be within 12, but that's a stretch.
That's a high stretch right there.
Okay, well, unintentionally, I think I got my 2 automatically. So, yeah, cool.
Oh, God. All right, well, on the movement.
Alright, turn 3 Iron Hand movement. Intercessor Squad pushes through the building to chase down the 1 poor immortal to get me that 1 victory point. The lieutenant went down, moved 3 inches to hop out through that door. After killing that one, he's going to put some shots into the Overlord. Over here, the Dreadnought didn't really move, just stayed there. The Apothecary, kind of enraged that people he was tending to died, so he's moving to get ready to get some revenge. The Chapter Master busted back through the window there. The squad moved off the objective to get within 6 inches for their shots, and the Stalker stayed put.
Alrighty then.
So basically, DACA, and a little bit over there. So, on to shooting. The first thing to shoot out is going to be this squad firing all their shots in.
Alrighty then.
And they're firing their auto bolt rifles going in. 15 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling to hit because nearby Chapter Master. 4 misses, get re-rolled. Oh, 2 misses. So 13 hits. By the way, I did not change Doctrine, so I'm still on Tactical. So for that, AP -1 for all my...
Got it.
Alright, and wounding on 4s. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. I don't think I actually rolled that dice.
I don't know. We can run it back, though.
I'm just going to re-roll it to wound this one, because I'm not sure if I actually rolled it to wound, but it was one of my shots. Alright, I missed. So, 5 wounds.
You don't want to run it back?
Nah, that's fine.
Alright.
I've got a lot of other things to shoot into that unit, and even if I don't kill them in shooting, I can charge it.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so that's going to be 5 ups at this point.
Well, it's a 4-up, because you're in the crit, you get +1.
Ah, true. So 1 survived. So that's 4 down. What is your next shots coming from?
I don't know where you're pulling the units from. Alright, up next, the Apothecary is going to go. He's got 2 different pistols, so I'll be starting off with the Reductor pistol, the 3-inch range one. Hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 4. Ooh, and I'm out of command points. Alright, and the Absolver hitting on a 3. Strength 5, wounding on 3. No, double 1s for wounds. Fail. Okay. Yeah, next I guess will be the captain then.
Alright.
3 shots from his pistol. It's a bolter that is strapped to his power fist. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling to hit. Okay. And wounding on 4s. Wow, alright.
Okay.
Apparently,
The dice have turned!
apparently it is bad wound time. Well, up next I'm going to have the Stalker activate, and he's going to fire all his shots into the warriors.
Alright.
Alright. 6 shots from his array, hitting on 4s because he did not move this time. 2 misses. Wounding on 3s. For 3 wounds with AP -1.
So that will be 3 4-ups. For 3 more dead. Alright, where am I going to pull these?
Not from the Dreadnought side. Alright, and then the Storm Bolter from the Stalker, hitting on 3s. That's a cocked die. 2 hits, not great. Wounding on 3s. Not 3s, 4s. And hey, no wounds. Woo! Okay, yeah, Dreadnought gonna go and activate next and put all his shots into the those warriors there. Let's do his Storm Bolter and see if that works better. Alright, all hit. Wounding on 3s, not 3s, 4s. For 2, with AP -1.
Alright, so that's 2 4-ups. Well.
And then the Dreadnought's twin las cannon, hitting on 4s. They both miss.
Woo.
No, actually hitting on 3s. He did not move.
He didn't move, no.
So yeah.
So those both hit?
And wounding on 2s. AP -3.
All it needed was 1.
Yep.
I don't get a save.
AP -3.
No, 5-up invul.
Yes, and you're also in cover. You would have had a 6-up.
Ah, fair enough. But 5-up invul. No.
No. Hey, there goes the warriors.
Alright, well,
Hello, Cryptech.
goodbye, Cryptech. Have a nice day.
Okay. Up next, the Ancestor Squad is going to overkill this poor guy. All 22 shots into
Are you
him.
sure you don't want to throw some over
Nope.
there? Okay.
Nope, all shots into him. Do you want to just pull them and save me having to roll 22 shots?
No, I'm going to make you roll 22 shots.
Alright, 6. Alright, 22 shots going into this one immortal, hitting on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Well, my hope of all ones was dashed, but that was a good amount.
And wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And re-rolling 1s because the nearby lieutenant. For 2 more. That is 7 wounds with AP -1.
Alrighty then, so that's going to be 7 4-ups.
He's dead.
He's dead. I almost made it. He just lost by 3. It was so close. Alright. He's dead. And then you're,
Yep. Lieutenant firing into your Overlord. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All hit. Strength 5 versus Tough of 5, so 4s to wound. 1 wound and 1 reroll because he's nearby himself. 2 wounds with AP -2.
alright, so 2... Does he have a 4-up invul?
Yes, you have a 4-up armor or a 4-up invul at this point because you're in the
It's
crater.
the crater. Alright, so 2 4-ups. Which I don't make either.
2 damage a pop.
Oh, goody.
So he takes 4.
Yep. I think he's got 1 wound left.
Yeah. Okay, with the shooting done, it's time for charges. Dreadnought declares a charge into the Cryptech.
Alright, I've got 3 shots of Overwatch. That's easy for me to say. Hitting on 6s. No.
Charge distance -2. 4-inch charge. I think that's enough to get with that one.
That's more than enough. It was about a 3-inch.
Just in case, Apothecary going in. 4-inch charge again. I don't think that might be enough. I don't know.
Let's find out.
All right, now on to this area. My lieutenant declaring a charge into your warlord.
All right. I get my Overwatch.
Yep.
So 3 shots, hitting on 6s, and nope.
Need a big number? I got a 3. So
You,
no.
you got a 3, no.
Okay,
Are they charging?
yeah, they're going to charge, but now I've decided if I want to... Yeah, no, I'll stick with my original plan. Yes, Intercessor's going into the Stalker to prevent it from doing those nasty shots anymore. Your 2 Overwatch shots.
Yep, so 2 shots, hitting on 6s, made 1. Wounding on 2s, got it.
I'm partially within the terrain, so 6 up. Nope. How many damage?
Well, it'll be... Oh, yeah, because it does matter. 6. There's one that's dead.
There's one that's dead, but just to... 6 up, feel no pain. I mean, 2 of them.
You did make 2 of them.
Okay, well. Goodbye, you.
Oh.
And then charge. 7.
I might make it.
Well, this is the question. Is this part of your hull, or is that your hull?
I always measure off of the main chassis, not the legs.
Okay. And we're going with the hull being the balls, that is more than enough to get within 1 inch. So, on to my final charge. It's going to be my Stalker just getting into the fight to help it move up the board a bit. I got an 8.
Oh, you know what? I think he makes it. You want me to just go right there or anywhere else?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Just getting some extra movement off the board is basically all that is.
Beep, beep.
Okay, I'm going to start off the combat with this unit activating first, doing all their attacks in, hitting on 3s with all their different close combat stuff. 5 misses, and needing 5s to wound. 5s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wound.
Alright, so it'll be 7 3-ups.
Failed 2.
Failed 2. Alright.
That might still leave you in your top bracket.
I was at 7.
You're down to 5.
I'm in my second bracket.
Okay. Alright, Dreadnought's going to activate over there next. Putting his 4 Dreadnought close combat weapon attacks in, hitting him with on 3s. All of it. Strength 12, wounding on 2s. All of it. AP minus 3, 3 damage a pop.
Okay. He's dead.
Yeah,
Because he's got a save of a 4-up.
Yep.
Boop.
Squish.
Squish.
Alright, and then he'll consolidate 3 inches, and everything else over there will stay put.
Alright. In that case, I've got my 3 attacks over there with my massive 4 limbs.
Yep.
Going into the only source. So, hitting on 4s now, because lower bracket for 1.
Wouldn't have mattered.
And then wounding on strength 7, so 3s.
Yep, 3s.
For... No, screw you. Command point.
Got it.
Got it. Alright.
What's the AP value?
Let me get check. I think it's 2. It's AP minus 1.
4 up armor.
Made it. Alright, and that is the end of your turn, I believe.
Yep.
I don't think anything needs to do any kind of morales.
Nope. Big end of area denial. Lightning strike. And I got assassinate.
Okay, so how many victory points do you have right now?
This is another 3. One of the area denial is a D3. Plus 2 from my bet. So that's at least 5. Let's see what the D3 is. D3 adding 1 more. So 6. So I have 17.
Didn't you roll a 4 just now?
Yes. Plus, I already counted the 1. So I have 3 objectives plus 2 from my bet is 5. Plus 1 from rolling a 2 instead of getting the flat 1.
Okay.
So I now have 17 victory points.
I think this is a solid point to go GG.
Yeah,
I've got my Overlord, my Immortals, and he's just going to be staying right there.
Yep, he's now completely tied up.
Yep, so... Yeah, I'm quite confident that I've gotten just smoked in this game. Oh my god, 17 to what? 3?
Yep.
3, okay. Oh my god.
And I have a legitimate play at domination on...
You do. You absolutely do. Like, if they weren't stuck there, they could just move over, kill them, and take their spot.
And all this moving up the board to fill in the difference.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
We've got nothing more to threaten back here, and that's 3 of the objectives that I can easily hold.
Absolutely. So, yeah. GG, good game, and... Ow. But hope everyone enjoyed this Warhammer 40k game. Have a good one.